Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
Namaste, India. As you all know, I've been traveling around the world with my music. But this one is truly special. Something that's India. You all must have seen the magic that was created in Kun Faya Kun. Now it's your chance to experience it with me. So book your tickets from District app and together let's create harmony of hearts. See you, Delhi.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind, I pause, I reflect, I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
On the open fairways.
Sir, we have to address the issue because again what you are doing.
Give you the
Dr. Mandal, again. Realm of vote chori and SIR. Why do I say this? You're saying that this is being addressed at two levels. Whereas after the brainstorming happened yesterday, Mr. K.C. Venugopal, the first thing that he has said is that this is completely manipulated, that this is a result of SIR, that this is a result of vote chori. I did not see anybody in the top leadership say, yes, we messed up. This was a problem at our end. Your workers are saying it, but the leadership is still saying that this was a manipulated election via vote chori and SIR. Where's the recognition of the problem?
You don't want me to speak on how I've come to that. You want me to say what you presume, what you have quoted one worker, but you haven't gone inside the meeting and heard everybody over there. I can also pick up just one opinion to say that this was the reason for this.
I played out the statements of three people.
Let me tell you, it's not that simple that we often said that SIR or something. What I'm saying is again and again that there are certain steps.
There is a man called Taqir Alam who says candidate announcement was delayed. Shakil Ahmed Khan said that tickets were given to only a few people. These are all workers. This is not one or two people. Repeatedly leave everything else, sir. Veerappa Moily today has said that if we leave aside Bihar, even Karnataka, he has said that the Congress High Command is to own up responsibility for it. It is again, like I said, your leaders who are saying that this is the problem. They are putting their finger on the real problem.
Now, why don't you want me to elaborate on what I am saying about this election process? You just have put it in one line that we have said this often. Have you heard that why we are telling this again and again to you, and let your viewers also go listen to what we have to say?
Because
the fact that there were duplicate voters and the Election Commission of India was not using the software in which they could have detected. You are not saying at all that the people of BJP are quoting themselves on social media, showing that they have voted in Delhi, Haryana, and then they have come to Bihar to vote. You are not allowing us to say that this is not that the EVM when it was brought. The argument was that there used to be booth looting, but now the whole election is being looted and the whole process has gone digitalized. Someone with a virtual SIM abroad comes and deletes voters in Aland in Karnataka, more than 5,000, and the Election Commission has nothing to say on it. We also, people often say that why didn't you go to the court? No, do you see that we have gone to the court on SIR?
Our strategy was flawed. Whereas you are still insisting that the vote chori was done and the election was stolen from you. Both cannot be true at the same time. Either the flaw lies in your strategy or the entire election was stolen, whereas your strategy was perfect.
Both can't be true at the same time? No, we are not saying perfect, but why can't both of the things be said at the same time? You have you heard the BJP voters whose houses are being bulldozed in certain districts in Bihar? What they are saying about BJP? They are saying we have not voted, and some of them said we took money and voted, and now we are facing this bulldozer at our houses. So what do you say about that sort of mandate? The mandate in itself shows that there are lots of manipulation, and the whole process has been not a very fair one. In fact, to the extent of the fact that the whole election has been rigged. And this I tell you very insistently again and again, that you should try to find out that we went to the Supreme Court also on SIR. And do you know the SIR, this whole, the court is still listening to that.
Okay.
So where do we get justice?
Tom Vadakkan,
we have given our facts in the court.
That both can be correct. Yes, a little bit of soul searching is going to be done by the Congress, but essentially the problem was in the lack of a level playing field and the dirty tricks played by the BJP and Election Commission. Both are true. They are also a little bit at fault, but largely you stole the election.
Yeah. We are the real thieves. We are the thieves of the hearts of the people of Bihar. Let that be very clear. Our Prime Minister, led from the front, established a bond with the people of Bihar. They can live in a world of, fool's paradise to believe that it was a stolen verdict and what have you. We were sweeping. And why? Because the Congress party and its RJD companion was showing a kind of a situation where you would have Jungle Raj. People were scared of it. The streets would be empty because of this Jungle Raj threat. And then we had strategic meetings of our leaders across the state. We were not holidaying in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Bangkok, and Colombia. Our workers were 24 hours on the soil working. And this is something that the spokesman of Congress must understand. Now there is a talent search for spokesmen. I hope he qualifies for that, and I wish him the best.
Dr.
Now,
Mandal.
second point I need to make here is, he talks about
my qualification. You look at yourself. Sir, I am well qualified even to teach you in college.
Listen, I am 67-year-old. I've been chairman of the college.
No, please don't go on my qualifications. Okay. You show me your qualifications and I'll show you mine.
I don't have to compete with your qualification. I'm wishing you best. Can't you understand basic English? I said, wish you all the best to be selected.
Thank you.
But please if you don't understand English, take a basic course in English. I am not questioning your qualification.
No, don't worry. Your leader, Mr. Amit Shah, said that those who understand only English should be ashamed. Mr. Amit Shah, just listen to what he had to say on English.
I want to bring in somebody now. Joining us as member of Parliament. Dr. Suraj Mandal, you said that we are quoting only 2 to 3 people. That is not the case. There are multiple leaders. People who are members of your party, people who are MPs of your party. Faisal Patel, Tariq Anwar, they are joining us now. I want to quickly come to you, Mr. Tariq Anwar. आपने बार-बार कहा है कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स थी जो आपने कांग्रेस के कैंपेन में देखी थी बिहार के अंदर. आप बार-बार उसके रेड फ्लैग कर रहे थे. क्या अब जब समीक्षा हुई है तो वो प्रॉब्लम्स एकदम क्लियर हो गई हैं कि क्या वो प्रॉब्लम्स थी? आप बता सकते हैं कि कहाँ कमियां रह गई थी?
नहीं, हमने ये कहा ज़रूर है. कल जो मैंने अपना सुझाव दिया समीक्षा बैठक में, उसमें हमने यही कहा कि रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फिक्स होनी चाहिए और ताकि आइंदा आगे भविष्य में हर आदमी को इस बात का एहसास रहे कि जो काम हमें दिया गया है उसको हम पूरी ईमानदारी के साथ उसका निर्वाह करें. तो ये सुझाव तो मैंने दिया है और हमने ये भी कहा है कि ऐसे कदम उठाए जाएं जिससे आने वाले समय में संगठन को इस तरह की शिकस्त का या इस तरह की हार का सामना न करना पड़े.
आपने जो मुद्दे सामने रखे हैं, क्या आप थोड़ा सा और उसको डिटेल में बता सकते हैं कि क्या आपने सुझाव दिए हैं, इश्यूज क्या क्या आपने हाईलाइट किए हैं?
नहीं, हमने ये कहा ज़रूर है. कल जो मैंने अपना सुझाव दिया समीक्षा बैठक में, उसमें हमने यही कहा कि रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फिक्स होनी चाहिए और ताकि आइंदा आगे भविष्य में हर आदमी को इस बात का एहसास रहे कि जो काम हमें दिया गया है उसको हम पूरी ईमानदारी के साथ उसका निर्वाह करें। तो ये सुझाव तो मैंने दिया है और हमने ये भी कहा है कि ऐसे कदम उठाए जाएं जिससे आने वाले समय में संगठन को इस तरह की शिकस्त का या इस तरह की हार का सामना न करना पड़े।
पर तारिक साहब, आपने एक स्पेसिफिक बात मैंने आपकी सुनी थी। आपने कहा कि जो हमारा पूरा कैंपेन था उसको शुरू करने में देरी हो गई थी। क्या कोई वजह थी स्पेसिफिकली कि ये देरी हुई, कि कभी कैंपेन टेक ऑफ ही नहीं हो पाया?
ये भी सही है कि हम लोगों ने जो इलेक्शन कैंपेन की शुरुआत की थोड़ा लेट किया हो गया उसमें, और उसको बहुत पहले होना चाहिए था। और हमने ये भी कहा था कि जैसे एक इलेक्शन ख़त्म होता है उसके बाद ही हमको फिर दूसरे इलेक्शन की तैयारी में लग जाना चाहिए, लेकिन बिहार के अंदर दुर्भाग्य से वो काम नहीं हुआ। हम लोग जब इलेक्शन करीब 6 महीना बचा तब वहाँ राहुल जी भी गए, राहुल जी का प्रोग्राम हुआ, जो यात्रा उन्होंने किया, हालांकि 16 दिन की यात्रा थी उनकी, उससे लोगों में काफ़ी उत्साह आया था, ऊर्जा आई थी, ख़ास के कांग्रेस वर्गों में बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस आया था। लेकिन बीच में जो कैंपेन का जो एक रूप होना चाहिए उसमें कुछ कमी हो गई थी। और प्रॉपर हमने ये भी कहा है कि प्रॉपर कोऑर्डिनेशन की कमी थी। आपस में हम लोगों का जो कोऑर्डिनेशन होना चाहिए था कैंपेन के दौरान में, उसमें कमी थी।
यहाँ पे एक तरफ बिहार में हार का सामना करना पड़ा, सिर्फ 6 सीटें ही आ पाई, 6 सीटों पे से बढ़ गई कांग्रेस। कर्नाटका में वहाँ पर अलग चल रहा है एक रस्साकशी। इस सब के पीछे क्या वजह है कि अचानक जो है कांग्रेस एक के बाद एक हार, और अंदर से जो है उसका इस तरीके से इम्प्लोजन हो रहा है?
देखिए, हमारी पार्टी डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी है। हमारे अंदर यहाँ जो भी कुछ होता है वो सामने आ जाता है, जाहिर हो जाता है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के दरवाजे खिड़कियाँ सब बंद हैं, इसलिए उनके यहाँ कोई कुछ नहीं बोल पाता है, कोई अपनी बात नहीं कह पाता है। तो ये वन ऑफ द रीज़न ये है कि एक डेमोक्रेटिक फंक्शनिंग में और एक डिक्टेरियल फंक्शनिंग में बहुत अंतर होता है।
Dr. Suraj Mandal, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you very much, Tariq Anwar, for speaking to us. You know, one of the senior most leaders that come from Bihar, one of the very few MPs, that the Congress has in the Lok Sabha from Bihar, and he today is unequivocally saying that there are problems, and these are problems that have been conveyed. You can't run away from there. कोऑर्डिनेशन की कमी थी, डॉक्टर सूरज मंडल, और ये अगेन कोई अदना कार्यकर्ता या मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ, ये आपके सिटिंग एमपी कह रहे हैं। कोऑर्डिनेशन की कमी थी, कैंपेन की शुरुआत में बहुत देर हो गई।
नहीं मिस्टर,
टिकट्स जिस तरीके से दिए गए उसमें प्रॉब्लम थी।
Shri Tariq Anwar is a very senior leader. Obviously, what he has said carries meaning, and I again say that when he has marked out things, that is not out of place. I have not denied that before you right now. I told it that the discussions are at two levels. The one level is in which the leaders who were in the meeting, including Shri Tariq Anwar ji, have pointed out things, and obviously the party leadership will have to take those into account, will take those into account. And then there are things which are concern of the democracy, which the people through your channel should also know. I mean, it just cannot be brushed aside to say that there were trains carrying people from Haryana, and those were all against the election rules, and the election commission is just a mute spectator to all these things. And whenever we have tried to point out things, the election commission doesn't come back to any of the opposition parties with any reply. You can see what is happening with TMC in Bengal also. So all these things are not out of place, ma'am. And when I'm putting it before you,
if you are going to do both sides of the story, you are not going to reach the root cause at all. How can both of these factors still be at play if you are saying that vote chori hua tha, then the election was fixed? Then where are all the problems? You're essentially saying that none of the problems that are being expressed by your party workers are true because the election only was stolen, right?
No, I didn't say that none of them are true.
Karan
And
Verma.
secondly, when there are people
Karan
who have
Verma, sir,
And
Karan
I
Verma.
hope now, Padmaja, please, this is not fair. I request the highly qualified Dr. Suraj Mandal to please give me a patient hearing. He has peddled so many rumors, so many lies that I need to rebut them. You know, when he says about vote chori, it needs to be put on record. 0 appeals during the SIR, 0 vote recounting appeals by the Congress party, no request for CCTV footage, 100% complete accurate match between whatever VVPAT and EVM machines have been matched so far. So that is where we stand. Let's put this vote chori to rest. But then people who are delusional can't do that. I actually, Padmaja, agree with what Kumar Ketkar has said, that it is the CIA that is responsible for the 2014. I think he doesn't know the full form of CIA. I think it is Congress Intelligence Agency. Because the Congress's intelligence agency, which is headed by Rahul Gandhi, today has the honor of 95 election losses. And these people still say that this is democracy. No matter how many losses you have, Rahul Gandhi is going to be the de facto leader. The man who did a Bharat Jodo Yatra can't keep his party united anywhere. Not in Rajasthan, where you had Gehlot versus Sachin Pilot. Not in Karnataka, where you have DK Shiv Kumar versus Siddaramaiah. You had a group of 23, which included people like Kapil Sibbal, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Jyotiraditya Scindia, who said that even elections in NSUI have not been held. We've not added an entire generation of voters. But all of this is never going to be looked at, Padmaja. The 2014 AK Antony report is still gathering dust in the Congress headquarters in some place of Akbar Road. So this is the Congress party for you. No matter what happens, 0 accountability for Rahul Gandhi. The Parivar is on some other pedestal. It is either the workers' fault or CIA or Mossad or vote chori. Until they do this, they will continue to self-destruct till it's reduced to nothing.
Kapil Madan, so we've reached the point where from vote chori it has gone right up till Mossad.
So, Padmaji, let me say one thing very, very clearly. I mean, once you have an internal debates, you will have discussions, you will have different viewpoints, and I will, as a person, I would like to say one thing. I mean, the first step in taking right direction is that you accept and acknowledge, yes, there is some problem which needs to be fixed.
No, but is there an acceptance of that? Who has accepted?
Allow me to finish, Padmaja. So what I'm trying to say here is that, you have an election loss. Now, the result, there could be many reasons because of which you have, this result. First is that there is an acknowledgement. There should be an acknowledgement that we are facing the situation like they've done in Karnataka. What they've done in Karnataka, they came up with one constituency and they have given empirical data how, voters were manipulated and how, voter list was manipulated. They also gave very empirical data in
Kapil
Haryana.
Madan, again, who has acknowledged the problem that the entire strategy or the campaign was not run in a satisfactory manner? Worker after worker, Tariq Anwar over here is saying that problem was within. Who has acknowledged it? I haven't heard a single leader make the acknowledgement that yes, your concerns are valid. And these, by the way, are people who had pointed it out during the elections as well. They were ignored then and they are ignored now.
Now, Padmaja ji, we have a situation where just before Bihar election, there was an SIR exercise conducted by Election Commission. Now, I'll ask just one question. In fact, I've said this before also. There is an example for Haryana. Now, who takes the responsibility if you have more such examples coming from Bihar where voters
Kapil Madan, I'm simply asking you a question for the nth time.
Yes.
If
now, I am responding.
have people saying ticket distribution was a problem, if you have people saying that the campaign strategy was a problem, if you have people saying that our campaign was started too late, has anyone in the Congress party acknowledged that problem? Or you are still like a broken record going to go on and on about vote chori? It's exactly what's happening in Karnataka. Karnataka, DK Shiv Kumar is saying, broken promises made to me are the problem. But you are sitting here and saying, no, this is all a figment of people's imagination. There is no problem in Karnataka.
No, perhaps, Padmaja, let me, I opened my statement by saying that there should be an acknowledgement of what has happened. And
who has acknowledged it?
Hold on.
Who has acknowledged it?
No, hold on. Padmaja, I mean, I can't finish if you, keep on interrupting me like this. What I am trying to say here is whether internal factors that contributed and resulted in having this kind of a result, whether there were external factors, whether there was similar situations of what we've seen in Mahadevpura constituency and what we've seen in Haryana.
What were the internal factors, Kapil Madan? What were the internal factors? This is exactly the problem. It's like you're in a state of denial. I am asking you for the last 20 minutes,
I am saying
what were the internal factors responsible?
No, Padmaja, can you pinpoint at this point in time because of X reason, you have this result in a discussion? Of course, once you
I don't have to pinpoint it.
You have
people who we have spoken to are telling you what were the factors responsible. जो लोगों को जीतना ही नहीं था उनको टिकट्स दिए गए, जिन लोगों को पता नहीं था कि कौन लड़ करके जीत सकता है वो डिसीजन मेकिंग कर रहे थे. Those are the internal factors. और ये मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ.
You are saying that is your view.
This is not my view. This is Tariq Anwar, Congress MP's view. This is view of a man named Taqir Alam. He fought the election. This is the view of Shakil Ahmed Khan, leader of the Congress. This is the view of Avidur Rahman. These are not my views. If there are internal problems and you're not acknowledging them and you quickly want to run away and hide behind SIR, there is going to be absolutely no solution.
No, Padmaja ji. I have, in fact, I would like to reiterate, perhaps you have missed what I said earlier. I have said that there should be an acknowledgement of what has happened.
There should be, so we are all agreeing.
Again,
where
Padmaja
is the
ji, I mean, this can't happen.
Who has agreed?
I say one line and you don't let me explain.
Because you are saying things like there should be.
I don't know. Maybe what I am going to say, it's very inconvenient for the show, or it's
It
very
is hardly inconvenient for the show, sir. It is inconvenient for the party.
No. So perhaps allow me to make my point. No. Allow me to make my point. How can you assume what I'm trying to say? So what I'm trying to say here, once you have a discussion where you are analyzing these results, there could be deliberation and you have to explore every single factor which could have contributed and which could have resulted in this kind of a situation. I am saying at this point in time, there are several leaders who are expressing their views. They are every individual who works for any party, every person who is in a political space, he is entitled to his views. And I mean, it's not that at this point in time you can pick one statement and say that
I really don't get it. Samir, जब ये कहते समीर चौगांकर, समीर जी ये तो वैसा ही हुआ कि आपने पूरा समीक्षा कर ली 14 दिन बाद, उसके बाद जब पूरी रामायण खत्म हो गई तो आपने कहा देखो वोट चोरी हुई है, हम हारे तो वोट चोरी की वजह से हैं, जहां बीच में लोग बैठ करके कह रहे हैं कि नहीं सर बड़ी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हो रही थी, फिर आपने उन सब की बातें सुनी और एंड में आपने बोल दिया हाँ वो सब तो ठीक है पर हुई तो वोट चोरी है. ये कैसी समीक्षा है? और अब आज बैठ करके कह रहे हैं देयर शुड बी एन एक्नॉलेजमेंट. द रियलिटी इज देयर इज नो एक्नॉलेजमेंट.
पद्मजा, अभी तारिक अनवर बता रहे थे कि समीक्षा रिपोर्ट बैठक में आज हुई है. बिहार के अंदर कांग्रेस 40 ईयर से सत्ता के बाहर है. आई थिंक लास्ट इलेक्शन 88-89 में भगवत आजाद और जगन्नाथ मिश्र मुख्यमंत्री थे, उसके बाद 40 ईयर्स होने को आ गए, कांग्रेस बिहार के सत्ता से बाहर है. हर इलेक्शन के बाद कांग्रेस समीक्षा बैठक करती है और कांग्रेस का हालत ही होता है. अभी मंडल साहब कह रहे थे कि वोट चोरी हो रहा है. 2010 में तो मनमोहन सिंह की केंद्र में सरकार थी, उस समय तो 4 सीटें आई थी बिहार के अंदर कांग्रेस की. क्या था? वोट चोरी हुआ था. आप लगातार बिहार में चुनाव हार रहे हो. दिल्ली में मैं आपको बता दूं पद्मजा, 2014, 2019, 2024 में कांग्रेस का खाता नहीं खुला. 2015 विधानसभा, 2020 विधानसभा और 2025 में कांग्रेस का खाता नहीं खुलता. 6 इलेक्शन में कांग्रेस का खाता नहीं खुलता है और हर इलेक्शन में इनकी यहाँ समीक्षा बैठक होती है दिल्ली में और कहते हैं हमने समीक्षा बैठक की है, अगले चुनाव में हम बेहतर प्रदर्शन करेंगे. तो कांग्रेस जमीन पर अगर संगठन नहीं बनाएगी, कार्यकर्ताओं की नहीं सुनेगी, राहुल गांधी अगर जाके संगठन का काम नहीं करेंगे तो कैसे तय होगा? और आज राहुल गांधी को क्या बिहार समीक्षा की बैठक जरूरी थी या कर्नाटका में इतना बड़ा संकट हो गया तो डीके शिव कुमार और सिद्धारमैया को दिल्ली बुलाकर आज मीटिंग करनी थी? कांग्रेस के अंदर सरकार सड़क पर कांग्रेस लड़ रही है और राहुल गांधी बिहार की समीक्षा बैठक ले रहे हैं. आज की प्रायोरिटी क्या थी राहुल गांधी की? राहुल की तो प्रायोरिटी ये थी कि वो आज बैंगलोर चले जाते. डीके शिव कुमार और सिद्धारमैया से बैठे जो इस तरीके से सड़क पर लड़ रहे हैं तो राहुल गांधी तय नहीं कर पाते. जब चुनाव प्रचार का समय आता है राहुल गांधी मध्य प्रदेश चले जाते हैं सेकंड फेज की वोटिंग के पहले, वहां पश्चिम पचमढ़ी में मध्य प्रदेश की बैठक लेते हैं, वहाँ वो सफारी करने चले जाते हैं। तो राहुल गांधी भी तो तय करें ना कि वो किस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स करना है। कृष्णा अल्लावरू को आप बिहार में भेज देते हो, बीच में उनके हटा के आप अशोक गहलोत को भेज देते हो। तो आप अशोक गहलोत से पूछिए ना, जब अशोक गहलोत को जिम्मेदारी दी तो बिहार में ये हाल क्यों हुआ है? कृष्णा अल्लावरू जिम्मेदार है। प्रदेश अध्यक्ष इस्तीफा दे रहे हैं आज राजेश राम, उनका इस्तीफा लेने को आप तैयार नहीं हो। इमीडिएट आपको बिहार की पूरी कार्यकारिणी को बर्खास्त कर देना चाहिए था। मुझे लग रहा है कि ये खानापुर्ती है। 2014 के बाद एंटनी रिपोर्ट की बैठक हुई थी, एंटनी को बताया था हार के लिए। क्या हुआ एंटनी रिपोर्ट का? एंटनी रिपोर्ट दी थी ना आपके सीनियर लीडर ने। क्या उस रिपोर्ट पे कांग्रेस ने कोई वर्किंग की इतने इलेक्शन हारने के बाद भी?
डॉक्टर मंडल, एंड आफ्टर ऑल ऑफ दिस
आपके वर्कर्स को आप बुलाते हैं, बात करते हैं,
हाँ, और कार्यकर्ताओं को कह रहे हैं कि अब हम सबकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। भाई जब आप चुनाव लड़ रहे थे, यू सेड दैट ही इज द जननायक, ही इज द फेस, बट नाउ द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द लॉस इज टू बी शेयर्ड बाय एवरीवन। व्हाई?
बिल्कुल।
No, why you don't want us to say that he's Jan Nayak? And secondly, what do you think? Tariq Anwar is not a senior leader. When he is saying that he was in the meeting, he has addressed the meeting with certain points which he has actually told you in the show also. Then this means that the party is reflecting on that.
How are
you
they
just
reflecting?
cannot say that
How are they reflecting
this
when again
whole exercise
you are quoting the
there is no
reason as
acknowledgement.
FIR?
And secondly, let me also say that there is a big lie being said. You said no complaint every time. On
Sir,
every
how is
social
the party
media election
reflecting
commission
if the only refrain we hear right now is of
they are
vote
being
chori?
shown that CCTV is being switched off.
Karan Verma,
We
where
are
is the
being
reflection?
they are
I mean,
being
I don't
shown
see the reflection.
that the
Kapil
truck
Madan,
is
Dr.
coming
Suraj
inside
Mandal,
the,
they are constantly
counting
saying,
hall.
we have
But
heard
you're
the
not
complaints,
trying to just-
we are going to
you're
reflect on
brushing
it.
that aside.
What kind of
There
reflection
is
can we
this
expect from
actually-
people
this
who are
election
not
is
even
rigged.
acknowledging the problem in all their public pronouncements? Did you hear any Congress leader come out and say, yes, there is a problem, we heard Tariq Anwar and we agree कि campaign हमारा बेकार
Tariq
था?
Anwar is not a Congress leader.
Arey sir, but he alone is saying he has been unheard. He was saying that there is a problem in the campaign, there is a problem in the tickets even during
No,
the
he was
election.
not unheard. Who told you?
If he is
Who told
heard,
you he was unheard?
if he is heard,
He was
which
not
party
unheard.
leader said, yes,
There
what
has
Tariq
been
Anwar is saying is
discussion.
correct?
You don't expect
Who in the
us
high
to say
command has said
everything
that what Tariq Anwar has said
what
is
happened
correct?
inside.
Who in the party high command has acknowledged Tariq Anwar? What he has
That
said?
is being reflected upon. There will be. They will come back to you. It's now. It's not just
It is being
immediately.
reflected
They
on,
should.
Parmaja. 2014
Okay,
they've
they
now
will
begun
come
this
back.
What Tariq
They will
Anwar
come
said
back.
was
Karan
exactly
Verma, they will come
right.
back like they came back on the Antony Committee report.
So there is a reason, Padmaja. They've not been in power in Bihar for 38 years, Uttar Pradesh for 36 years. They've not come back. Kapil should know this. They've not come back to a single state ever after 2011. They've never been elected back. They said there are issues within, coordination issues. You had coordination issues with Hooda and Shelja, Kumari Shelja. You had them with Sachin Pilot and Gehlot. Where have you learned? You've not even acknowledged. When will that stage come of learning? Will it come in 2047? जब विकसित भारत होगा तब आएंगे वो. जब आप 2014 का आज रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहे हो, आप कब रिफ्लेक्ट करोगे? Padmaja, the joke is on those people now in the Congress party who still consider him a Jan Nayak. राहुल गांधी तय करेंगे, एक मित्र ने कहा वो तो तय कर चुके हैं भाई. These are Rahul Gandhi ways. Accept it or not. But these people like Suraj Mandal still consider him a Jan Nayak. They are still dying to call him a Jan Nayak. A Jan Nayak was lost 95 elections. What sort of a Jan Nayak is he, bhai? Where does he enjoy this Jan Nayak, this mandate of people?
Dr. Mandal.
That is the problem. These people are the prisoners of their own minds. They need to now call, they need to reclaim the Congress party now.
What do you mean? When the election campaign was being held,
I'm coming to you, Kapil Madan.
all
I'm coming
the
to you.
election campaigns addressed by Mr. Rahul Gandhi was attracting much more people than what Mr. Modi did. And you want to say that nobody is considering him as
That's
Jan Nayak.
entertainment
When the
value,
voter
sir. You
Adhikar
mistake
Yatra
that
was
for
on,
votes.
there were lakhs of
That
people on
is
street
entertainment
with him.
value. Dr. Suraj, people come
You
out to see
cheated
him.
on, you rigged. That is why
People
the vote
come
is
out to
not
see him
there.
but don't vote for him.
And what a great lie you are saying.
Oh my God.
Every time we have given
What do you do?
89
What do you
lakhs
do
of
about this,
complaints
Padmaja?
to Election Commission of India.
Then why are
12th
you
June,
blaming
the Election
Mossad?
Commission invited you, you didn't come. You didn't give a single complaint in an affidavit. I mean, in which world are you
Who
staying?
Who
Padmaja?
said that?
All lies
Election
spread here.
Commission rejected them.
You know,
Padmaja, can I just
Was a
comment?
single complaint given on an affidavit?
Kapil
Did he
Madan,
come to meet
Kapil
DEC on
Madan,
12th June? Did he even reply to the letter?
It's laughable that the only
18,000
answer you
affidavit of
have
Samajwadi
of
Party
people
was
raising
thrown in the
concerns is,
dustbin.
we will get back to
18,000
you.
affidavits.
If you actually had to get back, you would have given reasons for 2014. You would have given reasons for assembly losses. You would have given reasons for what happened in Haryana. And last of all, you at least would not be coming back 11 years later and saying Mossad and CIA rigged the elections against the Congress. Come on, sir. This is turning into a joke.
Now, Padmaja, I will just, expect I am not interrupted when I make my point here. Now, if you apply the same yardstick, if you apply the same principle, in Delhi, BJP lost badly 2015 elections under Mr. Narendra Modi. It was fought under Mr. Modi's name. Did any kind of samiksha happen? Did the same logic applies? Will Karan I'll ask question to Mr. Modi that there was a terrible loss.
Yes, samiksha happened, which is why they came back and they won 2025.
Hold on.
And when they lost consecutive elections, they did
I'm
not
sorry,
say कि vote चोरी हुई है. I'm so glad you brought it up. Yes, the BJP lost. The BJP were trounced by the Aam Aadmi Party. But did the BJP say कि vote चोरी हो रही है? No. They went, they fought again, and they fought again, and they fought again till they finally won in 2025. Which is what the Congress should be doing. Taking the battle to the BJP and fighting hard.
Padmaja, let's have equal opportunity. Let's have equal space. Let me give you some hard fact and then you give a rebuttal. 2015 lost under Mr. Modi. 2020 Delhi lost under Mr. Modi. Punjab lost in 2017, Mr. Modi. Thereafter again Punjab lost in 2022. Again Mr. Modi was made the face. In Karnataka, they've lost under Mr. Modi's face. 2018 Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh. 2018 Madhya Pradesh was also lost. Jharkhand was lost in 2019. Tamil Nadu was lost in 2021. So, what I am trying to ask you is, in 2024, they said that they will have.
You're absolutely right. You named 10 losses under Mr. Modi. I will add 3 more to it. But in those 13 losses, did they once say that vote chori happened?
No.
They recognized that there was a problem. There was a problem in their strategy. They went and campaigned in Kerala, they lost. They went and campaigned during Lok Sabha in Kerala, they still got only 1 seat. But did they say vote chori was done?
No. In Karnataka, Congress has won. Still, they have came up with data in the Karnataka constituency, and they have shown and displayed how manipulations have happened. What's the answer?
But did they say that vote chori happened, Kapil Madan? That is the whole issue.
No.
On the one side, you should have a party which, when they lose, say yes, the problem is within us. Or you can have another party which says everyone but us is to blame. We did the best that we could, but the system was rigged against us. How will you ever make amends if you basically are blaming extraneous factors and not looking within?
No, I am glad, Padmaja, that you have quickly drifted when I have given you the data. You don't apply the same yardstick on Mr. Modi. You don't ask. Karan is not asking the same question. They are not asking why is Mr. Modi continuing as a prime minister, because despite having a mandate of 303 seats, they came down to 240. Mr. Vadakkan is also here. Mr. Modi doesn't take responsibility.
Then I'll go to Mr. Vadakkan, because I think Tom Vadakkan should answer this question.
Two more factors.
You keep raising questions on the leadership of Rahul Gandhi, but multiple elections were lost under Mr. Modi also. 10 seconds, Karan Verma, then Mr. Vadakkan. 10 seconds only.
Can I please answer? Yeah. Each and every loss that Kapil pointed out, there is a tweet from the Prime Minister acknowledging the victory of the other and saying we'll come back strong. And they've come back strong and won Delhi. They've come back strong and won many of the states after that. That is what real politics is about. And your Karnataka claim, busted by K.N. Rajanna, a man who was shown the door had to resign as the minister. So your lies have been busted by your own people time and again. It's time you heard it. You smell the coffee.
Okay. Mr. Vadakkan, respond.
Well, it's very interesting. This release by Sri Venugopal, I think, is predated before the elections. Essentially, even after the surveys that were done, it was clear and very clear to the Congress High Command that they were losing. And that was the narrative they finally signed off. There was a meeting, they got together, and they realized the weak points, and the resolution was, it is the same narrative that we'll continue that you're hearing here. Number one. And there was this dialogue about our losing in various states. Yes, we lost. We did not blame the Election Commission. We did not blame the EVM. We said, yes, we'll fight it out. Prime Minister acknowledge defeat. And we are not asking for Rahul Gandhi's resignation because we know he won't resign. There's no question of his resignation because he's there till his mother's there. And it is mother and son that will rule the Congress party. These are all wasting time. So let us get to the point that this is all about the dynasts. And dynasts won't change. They will now spread the butter across the board to say, well, we are all responsible and we are ready to get beheaded. Spare our leader.
You know, since we're talking about the first family, as it were, Ahmed Patel had the year of the first family, one of the most trusted lieutenants, Faisal Patel, his son, now joins us. Faisal Patel, you've spoken up again and again that there is a problem within. Now, the Congress thinks that there are extraneous factors as well. What do you make of the bigger problem right now?
See, it's a totalitarian government right now. And what I mean by that is there's problems in the economy, price rise, inflation, unemployment. I'm a believer in universal healthcare, universal housing, and all constitutionally backed institutions are all compromised. We need a strong opposition. So Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, they're lost Gandhis. They're not like Jawaharlal Nehru. They're not like Indira Gandhi. They're not like Rajiv Gandhi. These two need to leave the Congress because it's just not affecting the Congress party. It's also affecting the country.
No, but while you may think that, the lost Gandhis, as you call them, are not fit to lead the party anymore, but they also have advisors. Isn't it their role to give them the right advice? Why should the onus just be put on the Gandhi family?
Mr. Venugopal, you have Shashi Tharoor, Mr. Kharge, Kamalaji, P. Chidambaramji. These are fine leaders. They were all my father's friends. They have to lead the party now. That is the correct thing to do. Okay, so there will be people who are saying again and again, Faisal Patel, thanks very much for joining us. And it keeps coming back to that, Suraj Mandal, that there will be people like Tom Vadakkan who were once in the Congress saying, there is an issue here, please recognize it. There will be people like Faisal Patel who will then leave the Congress. They will say, these are the lost Gandhis. He is putting the onus right at the doorstep of the Gandhi family. Something which, again, let me remind you, Veerappa Moily is saying that this buck stops at the Gandhis. They should take ownership and not look for reasons outside or for excuses.
You were just speaking about dynasty. I think you saw in Bihar, Mr. Kushwaha's son came all the way from abroad and he was not even a member of any legislative assembly or council and he was sworn in as the minister. Similarly, there are 8 people who are just due to their dynasties. So now coming back to what you said on Mr. Patel's observation and others, fine. They are all respected people and their observations may hold good or bad, but question is, when you are trying to fix the onus on one person, you are just targeting Mr. Rahul Gandhi. That is not fair. You don't want us to come on other factors which... I
am not targeting. Veerappa Moily is hardly my spokesperson. Veerappa
Moily
is
more
a
loyal
former
than
chief
the
minister,
people
former
who
union
are
minister of
trying
yours,
to attack the
not me.
Congress.
This is your leader, sir. And he is not the only one. I want to bring back Sameer Chaugankar because Sameer ji, कल जो मीटिंग में हुआ है, this is classic. हमने सिर्फ कुछ ही अभी आवाजें सुनी है, बट कल मीटिंग में कई ऐसे लोग थे जिन्होंने अपनी आवाज उठाई थी, जिन्होंने कहा था कि सर ये जो हुआ है बहुत गलत हुआ है. इनफैक्ट मैं तो कहीं YouTube पे देख रही थी, एक पत्रकार और बता रहे थे कि जब टिकट का बंटवारा हो रहा था तो किसी को बताना पड़ा राहुल जी को कि जिस बंदे को टिकट दिया जा रहा है वो तो अब कांग्रेस में है ही नहीं. आप उसको एक इकलौता कैंडिडेट कैसे सोच सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये आदमी छोड़ के जा चुका है. एंड देन वी आर सपोज्ड टू बिलीव दैट सारी गलती बाहर की है, अंदर की नहीं.
बिल्कुल पद्मजा, और ये जो राहुल गांधी का ये जो एटीट्यूड है कि कुछ भी हो जाए इलेक्शन, बस दूसरे के ऊपर अपनी जिम्मेदारी डाल दो, इलेक्शन कमीशन को बोल दो और खुद बचकर निकल जाओ. मुझे लगता है राहुल गांधी को जिम्मेदारी लेना चाहिए. टिकट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो रहा है तो आपको देखना चाहिए ना, सेंट्रल ऑब्जर्वर आप भेजते हैं वो किस लिए भेजे जाते हैं? वो इसलिए भेजे जाते हैं ना कि ऑनेस्ट और पार्टी वर्कर्स के हिसाब से टिकट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाए. आपने कृष्णा लहरू को भेजा, आपने अशोक गहलोत को भेजा, आपने भूपेश बघेल को भेजा, आपने तमाम अपने लीडर्स को वहां पर भेजे. तो आप उनसे पूछिए ना कि आपको जब भेजा गया तो आपने वहां क्या किया. किया। और बिहार तो ठीक है, बिहार के अंदर आपकी कंडीशन खराब है। राजस्थान में आप अशोक गहलोत, सचिन पायलट का इतना स्ट्रांग होल्ड आपका रहा, आप वहाँ लड़ाई नहीं निपटा सके, चुनाव हार गए। आप छत्तीसगढ़ हार जाते हो, आप मध्य प्रदेश हार जाते हो, आप महाराष्ट्र में लोकसभा में इतना बेहतर प्रदर्शन करते हो और उसके 6 महीने बाद आप विधानसभा चुनाव बुरी तरीके से हार जाते हो। हरियाणा में जहां तय था कि कांग्रेस सरकार बनाने की स्थिति में आ रही है, वहां हरियाणा आप हारते हो और उसके बाद आप 6 महीने बाद हुड्डा साहब को फिर से लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन बना देते हो। तो मुझे लग रहा है कि कांग्रेस के अंदर हर जगह एक गुट बना हुआ, वही कांग्रेस को चला रहा है। राहुल गांधी जमीनी स्तर पर समझने की स्थिति में नहीं है, उनका किसी के ऊपर ट्रस्ट नहीं है, वर्कर्स उनका कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है। केसी वेणुगोपाल लंबे समय से जनरल सेक्रेटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बने हुए, केसी वेणुगोपाल की कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है कि केसी वेणुगोपाल से पूछा जाए कि आप क्या जमीनी स्तर पर देख रहे हो। मुझे लग रहा है कि कांग्रेस में जब मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे ये कह देते कि मैं हाईकमान से पूछूंगा, राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष के बाद इतनी ताकत नहीं है कि वो तय कर सके उन्हें क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, तो ये कांग्रेस की स्थिति बता रहा है। मुझे लगता है ये बहुत बुरा समय कांग्रेस का लगातार चल रहा है और आने वाले समय मुझे नहीं लगता कि कांग्रेस के अंदर कोई सुधार होगा, क्योंकि राहुल गांधी किसी भी तरीके से आत्ममंथन करने की स्थिति में नहीं है। वह सिर्फ ले दे के इलेक्शन कमीशन का आरोप लगाते हैं।
डॉक्टर मंडल कह रहे हैं आत्ममंथन हो रहा है,
करेंगे
डॉक्टर मंडल कह रहे हैं आत्ममंथन हो रहा है, हम इस पे भी मंथन कर रहे हैं, हम एसआईआर की भी बात कर रहे हैं, सब चीजों पे मंथन हो रहा है। करण वर्मा, एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग टू बी अ बास्केट, everything is going to be considered and pondered. Karan Verma, last 30 seconds.
So Padmaja, now we should be done blaming Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is clear about what he stands for. It's now people like Suraj Mandal who need to show some spine and say that I need to reclaim the Congress party. If they can't do it, it's their responsibility. If you are conned once, it's called stupidity. If you are conned again and again, it's your fault. So it's the Congress workers now who need to stand up and say that he is not our Jan Nayak. We need to fix accountability. We need to reclaim our party. Something Kapil Sibal said, Ghulam Nabi Azad said, Jyotiraditya said. Every person of some merit was sidelined in this party. There is a reason why this is happening. It's time they reclaimed their party. We need a credible opposition. Unfortunately, India doesn't have one right now.
You know, every single Congress worker owns this party. It doesn't belong to any one individual, any one family, any one group. And if after all of this, the person who was in charge of ticket distribution comes and says that some of the tickets that I gave, the margin of loss there is better than the margin of loss in other tickets. Is that your level of accountability and is that your level of soul searching? Not us, but perhaps the Congress members, the Congress cadres need to ponder that. This is where the buck should stop. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining us. Quick break.
सैल्यूट है जी, आप देश की रक्षा में जान लगा देते हैं और आप घर घर में तार लगाते हैं जी। ई बीम टेक्नोलॉजी से बनी, न जले न पिघले, सबकी रक्षा करे।
हम सरहद पर लोगों की रक्षा करते हैं और आप देश के अंदर। सैल्यूट तो बनता है जी।
अपार अणुशक्ति फायर प्रोटेक्ट वायर, अपार देश का तार।
Vibe with the original game changer, the one and only यो हनी सिंह बनने के पीछे की आपकी कहानी, ये नाम कैसे पड़ा?
मेरे दोस्त हैं गोवा से, तो वो हर चीज में यो that's yours, yo that's yours। जिना तेरे ना सी प्यार हुण किते हो भी नहीं सकदा, रातां नूं मैं सो भी नहीं सकदा।
On the open fairways, under a vast sky, a new chapter in golf was written. The inaugural NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am Tournament, uniting business leaders and the best of Indian professional golf for a day of strategy, skill and pure sporting spirit. From booming drives to clutch putts, catch the action at these times.
Front lines of Kargil, the fury of Operation Sindhu,
so many attacks,
the chaos and cries of disaster zones, to fighter jet cockpits, and the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break, live, unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Centre.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area. North Ukraine. In France. In Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. Only on NDTV.
Pulling us into this country.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
I don't sugarcoat. I shoot straight and tell you stories the way they need to be told. Unfiltered, unafraid, unmissable. That's how I roll. Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
Namaste, India. As you all know, I've been traveling around the world with my music. But this one is truly special. Something that's India.
Rahul Mamakutathil today moved the Thiruvananthapuram Sessions Court seeking anticipatory bail in a rape case filed against him by the Neemom police in Kerala. The Congress party had suspended his membership in August this year after allegations of sexual misconduct were made against him by several women. He also resigned from his position as the Youth Congress chief. Big boost for India's economy. India's GDP grew at a six-quarter high at 8.2% in the second quarter of the financial year, buoyed by relatively strong performance of the manufacturing and service sectors. Data released by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation showed that the last time India's GDP grew faster was in the quarter that ended March 2024. And where is Imran Khan? The question is at the top of the trending charts. It's also a big concern, with the family claiming that they have not been allowed to meet the former Prime Minister of Pakistan for several weeks now. An unmissable NDTV World exclusive coming up at 10 with Vishnu Shom.
What seems settled for me is unfinished business. So I rewind, I pause, I reflect, I dig until what's buried stands up to be counted. Breaking ground, not just headlines, the meaning behind them. This is Breaking Ground with me, Vedika Sood.
On the open fairways, under a vast sky, a new chapter in golf was written. The inaugural NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am Tournament, uniting business leaders and the best of Indian professional golf for a day of strategy, skill and pure sporting spirit. From booming drives to clutch putts, catch the action at these times.
They have inspired us. They have redefined what's possible. They have shown how ideas spark inspiration and create impact. NDTV Indian of the Year 2025. Ideas, inspiration, impact. Coming soon.
Across the country.
He has tracked the pulse of power from Washington to Korea. Witnessed history being made in global capitals and conflict zones. brought clarity to complex issues of national security and international affairs. Aditya Raj Call, covering international affairs like no one else, only on NDTV network.
The best app to use is the NDTV app.
दुनिया भर में जब भी भारतीय मीडिया की चर्चा होती तो एनडीटीवी सबसे पहले जिक्र में आता है।
मैं आपका बात से सहमत हूं, उल्टे हम भी जब विदेश जाते हैं, the best app to use is the NDTV app.
सल्यूट है जी, आप देश की रक्षा में जान लगा देते हैं।
और आप
घर घर में तार लगाते हैं जी। ई बीम टेक्नोलॉजी से बनी, न जले न पिघले, सबकी रक्षा करे।
हम सरहद पर लोगों की रक्षा करते हैं और आप देश के अंदर। सल्यूट तो बनता है जी।
अपार अणुशक्ति फायर प्रोटेक्ट वायर, अपार देश का तार।
Chat, chill and vibe with your original game changer, the one and only यो हनी सिंह बनने के पीछे की आपकी कहानी, ये नाम कैसे पड़ा?
मेरे दोस्त हैं गोवा से, तो वो हर चीज में यो दैट्स योर्स, यो दैट्स योर्स। जिना तेरे नाल सी प्यार हुण किते हो भी नहीं सकदा, रातां नूं मैं सो भी नहीं सकदा।
On the open fairways under a vast sky, a new chapter in golf was written. The inaugural NDTV PGTI Golf Pro-Am Tournament, uniting business leaders and the best of Indian professional golf for a day of strategy, skill and pure sporting spirit. From booming drives to clutch putts, catch the action at these times.
The front lines of Kargil, the fury of Operation Sindhu,
so many attacks,
the chaos and cries of disaster zones, to fighter jet cockpits, and the world's most defining interviews.
It's incredible.
He has seen history break. Live, unfiltered. 20,000 hours of live broadcasting.
Welcome to Left, Right and Center.
Hard facts.
War-struck country.
Hard questions.
In the Ukraine.
30 years of trust.
In the Kargil area.
North Ukraine. In France. In Italy. At Srinagar. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Vishnu Shom. Only on NDTV.
Pulling us
Other
into this
opposition
country.
parties.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
I don't sugarcoat. I shoot straight and tell you stories the way they need to be told. Unfiltered, unafraid, unmissable. That's how I roll. Watch me, Priyanka Deo, on NDTV World. Namaste.
Namaste, India. As you all know,
Good evening. Welcome. You're watching Left, Right and Center. I'm Vishnu Shom. The big question mark on the fate of Imran Khan is something that is a question that's being asked around the world. Is he dead or is he alive? Has there been a silent coup in Pakistan with Field Marshal Munir reinforcing his strength through amendments of the constitution of the country? But it's been 27 odd days since Imran Khan has been seen by his sisters, his family. Just a few minutes back, I spoke to Imran Khan's sister, Noreen Niazi, in this exclusive interview. Noreen ma'am, thank you very much for speaking to us. It's now been, 27 odd days since you've been unable to see Imran Khan. Why are the authorities denying you permission to meet Imran?
I have no exact idea, but I feel that they don't want anyone to meet Imran Khan and bring his message outside the jail. This is what I feel. And secondly, they want people to get more disturbed. You know, you keep thinking what is going inside the jail. And this is like an abuse. It is like a mental and physical abuse of Imran Khan. They put him in isolation, which is a crime according to jail manual. They can't put any prisoner more than 4 days in isolation. But they have kept him, last year they kept him for 3 weeks. Again, he's in isolation for, I think, almost a month.
Ma'am, there were concerns about his well-being. There were all sorts of rumors on the internet. Do you believe that he is physically all right?
I think he should be physically all right. I think they should not even dare to physically harm Imran Khan, because that is a red line